So, Melissa, before we start, I just want to say that the first time we came here, it was 8 years ago. We were in a tiny little room somewhere in Comic-Con, and nobody knew who we were. The first season hadn't even aired, and I think there were 20 people there. We showed the first 10 minutes of our pilot, and now we're in Hall H. How does that feel, Tyler?
Yeah, this is the coolest!
So we want to thank Comic-Con and all the fans at Comic-Con first for making us feel so special here.
Yeah, thank you guys. This is the coolest thing ever. Comic-Con is the greatest thing to do as a group of friends and co-workers, and you guys make it so cool for us. We're not worthy. We don't deserve you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, so take it away, Melissa.
All right. So, first question. 100 episodes is a rarity for shows like ours. So this is to Tyler, Dylan, and Lyndon. What was it like going from the pilot to the 100th episode, that journey? What was it like for you?
Oh my God.
I know, right?
It was
It was a blip.
a little bit, yeah.
You were 18?
I was 8. We were 18 when we got started on the show, and we're like, we're adults now, right? 25. That's an adult.
Yeah, full-grown adult.
We're grown-ass men. It's really emotional for me, and the only time it ever really gets emotional for me is when I like talk about it like this, or when I see something really sentimental. Like over the years, they put together this little trailer that just showed every single promotion, like promo that we did for the show, and it's just, since I was there for every single one of them, it's just it's hard to explain how close this show is to my heart, and how close everybody here is to me. And they make me happier, and they save my life, and they just show me that, like, love is alive. And they're also incredibly talented, every single one of them, every single person here. And Jeff, thank you for giving us the coolest opportunity ever, man. I mean, we're the best buds ever, and this wouldn't have been possible without you. And
I'll tell one little story about you.
Please, yeah, take it away.
On the 100th episode of a show, and it is amazing for our show to have 100 episodes. I never thought that a show called Teen Wolf would get to 100 episodes. But when we were cutting the cake, you do a cake when you get 100 episodes. And we had the knife brought over, all of our cast and crew were there, and Tyler hands me the knife and says, "Cut the cake, Jeff." And I said, "Tyler, you're the only one who's been in all 100 episodes." And I handed the knife back to him. It was his cake to cut.
Yeah. Cool, thanks.
By the way, my goal here is to make Tyler weep, to really make him cry. It's happening.
You succeeded, you asshole.
So throw in that question, Dylan, what's it like to have gone from the pilot, where we were freezing our asses off in Georgia, to here, to 100 episodes?
Yeah, I mean, I got to echo what Tyler said. It's just been, it's nothing but emotional now that it's over. And, for me, this will always be such a special thing for me. And, this was my first part ever. I still remember, like getting the call from my manager that I got the part of Styles, in my little apartment in Westwood with my buddies. And I was going to be going out to shoot this pilot and entering this whole new, phase in my life. I didn't even know that at the time. I got a job. And the fact that it made, 7 years later, we're 25, we just finished. It's just amazing, and it's an amazing group of people, and it's just been a family, and it'll always be a family, and I'll always miss this character and this show. And so, it's it's amazing, so it's sad. It's sad. It makes me super emotional. I'm getting shaky right now, even talking about it.
Melissa, you weren't there on our initial pilot presentation, but you're in the pilot, so the question's for you, too.
Oh, it's been life-changing and amazing and spectacular and sad and every emotion that you could possibly feel. I feel like I think every time we're asked, we always say we're friends and we're family, and we can pick up whenever time has left off, and that's just a beautiful thing. There hasn't been many dust-ups, and I'm very thankful for that. And it's just been, it's been seconds. It feels like it's been seconds. What can I say?
Best
This
seconds
is
of
an
my
effort.
life.
I'm like, feel like we're going down. I feel like we're going down.
No.
We need to bring this back
All right.
up.
No,
Lyndon,
it's
bring
okay
us
to be
back up.
down.
All right, let me think. This season, we had a lot of characters who came back to Beacon Hills. Charlie, what was it like coming back?
Oh man, I mean, I'm lucky that my character didn't die. You know, the saying is that nobody ever dies on Teen Wolf, but I was definitely grateful to have run off to wherever I went to as Ethan. Coming back, I mean, to kind of echo what you all just said, it is such a great set. I've been lucky to be on different sets, and every job has its virtues, but this is a family. So I know you all know that Hecklin's coming back, Colton's coming back, some other people coming back. We all talked to each other, and we were like, we have to go back, and we have to make sure that we do something great for the fans and something that we get to do for fun. So it's a blast. I can't wait for you guys to see these next 10 episodes, because I think when you know a show's going to end, you give it your all, and everybody's all in. So it's a good ride.
All right, so I get to ask the next question. This one's for Shelley. Shelley, you came in with us during season 3, and I want to know, your character's been in many, many episodes. Has your character ended up, without giving away too many spoilers, where you think it would have ended up?
Oh, that's a good question.
And is it the right ending for Malia?
I never could have predicted this. Let me tell him what happened. So Dylan, Malia winds up with Scott, maybe?
Be careful here, because somebody from the audience is going to throw something at my head.
No. Do they wind up together? I don't know. But you do see us in the shower in the trailer, so we'll see what happens. But, you know, I think the hardest part for Malia, her biggest challenge was fitting into the pack. And Styles' character was very instrumental, as you know, to help Malia get into that pack and behave. So to see the trajectory of Malia, it's fun as an actor to play. But I don't think I would have predicted. I wouldn't have predicted this. But I also didn't predict that I'd stay on the show for this many seasons.
Yeah.
And you keep me there. So I've been very, very blessed for that.
I sat Dylan Sprayberry next to me so I could make him talk.
Say something, dude.
So what?
Say something.
Hi.
First of all, did Liam end up where you think he'd end up? Is it a good ending for Liam's character? Were you happy with your death scene?
Yeah. Yeah.
You were really good in it.
In the death scene? Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone kicked me in the nuts in the death scene, so that wasn't nice. But other than that, it was.
Sorry.
What?
What?
Someone kicked you in the nuts?
Yeah, my death scene.
Sorry.
Do you remember coming into audition?
I do. Yeah. Is that what the question is?
It's gonna be.
Okay. What's the question?
Start backpedaling.
What was it like to audition?
Yeah, auditioning was really, really fun.
Because you auditioned for a different role.
Yeah, I auditioned for the young Derek thing, which I think I had like 4 auditions for that or something.
Yes.
It was funny because I had like a lot of auditions for that character, which I didn't get, and then I came in once for Liam and got that.
Do you remember auditioning with these two boys?
I do. I remember walking into the parking lot like with my grandma. I think I was with with Grandma Rose.
Yeah.
And I saw Dylan, I think, in the parking lot walking in, and then I saw Tyler in the kitchen, and then we all talked about skateboarding and stuff, and then went and auditioned, and I was really nervous, but
Were they good to you?
They were good to me. We talked a lot before, which made me a lot less nervous.
I remember some of this.
I was
I
like,
actually have video evidence of some of this.
I actually want to see.
No way!
Oh, yes.
And speaking of scenes, I've got a question for Kylan and Sprayberry. Oh. Do you guys have a favorite scene that you have done together?
Bro, we gotta think.
Oh,
There's a couple though.
there's
like,
a lot. All of my scenes.
All of the scenes that we've filmed together are
been great. I think. Remember that video game scene we did in season 4?
the first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah,
remember that scene?
yeah.
In season
But not-
4 when we played video
yeah,
games?
We got another one though.
We got another
The one coming up.
The
is
one
pretty
coming
good.
up is dope. I think that's a good one. You guys gotta get ready for that. I think right off the bat, like running with a real life wolf. This guy.
Oh, that was really fun.
Because like that was the first time I ever did like any action thing with Teen Wolf, and I was so stoked, and I got to do it with this guy, with a real wolf too.
Yeah.
Like they fed him meat. Like the wolf was not a dog.
They were
it was
throwing
raw
steak
meat,
at it.
and they held him with a chain, like it was a wolf.
They had a chain, not even a leash. It was a
crazy.
chain.
Yeah, I
A
think
rusted chain. No.
yeah, any scene with this guy is fun.
All right, I got another question. I got a Cody question.
Yeah.
I want to make sure we get everyone to answer here. Cody, you have a favorite Theo scene, and do you think Malia and Theo should have ended up together?
Yeah.
I heard that.
Can I direct that question to the audience with the Malia and Theo thing? No, yes, no. I don't want to answer it because if I say the wrong thing, I don't want objects thrown at my
Wise
face.
move.
You're screwed either way. So.
Yeah, I'm just not going to participate. I'm going to plead the fifth on this one. Man, there's been a lot of great scenes. Honestly, Jed, I think the scene in the finale is one of my favorites. You know, it's coming up. I think you guys are really going to love it. It's such an insight into this character and who this guy is, you know.
That one was a special scene.
It was a moment, man. It was a moment. I think the fans really get a glimpse into not me naked, but you know, maybe. I mean, maybe that's coming up. But I think the fans really get to see the heart of Theo, and that's something that I'm very excited about.
I've got a lot more to say about that scene after it airs.
Yeah.
You'll have to wait. Yeah. I wish we could tell you guys about it. Lyndon, what's our next question?
Well, that was sort of my question that I was thinking about asking. But when during, and this is, I'll start with asking Mr. Posey, when did you know in this series that it was more than just a job, that it was something special? Was there a moment that you went, boom, bingo, got it?
I mean, I think from the second that I booked it, because I at that time I had been acting for 12 years, I think, and I had never done like a leading role, and so I was really excited to get this show, and I knew that going into it, it wouldn't be just a job for me. It would be kind of like finding my purpose, you know, because I don't just want to act or be famous or anything like that. I want to inspire people and have fun and show people that life is, you know, you don't have to take it too seriously and just have fun. And then when I met Dill, God damn it. Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Turn off the lights, please. I need the lights to be turned off. When I met Dill and everything that we were talking about before we booked the show, we were talking about moving in with each other and just felt really right, and it felt really cool. I never had too many buddies growing up as an actor that were in the industry, because I never really related with a lot of kids. And so he and we were both wearing skateboard clothes, company clothes. He was wearing a DVS shirt, I was wearing a Hurley shirt, and so those are both like skateboard brands. And I felt like there was a total like,
Both had bands.
and we were both in bands, we were both musicians, and we just had a lot in common with each other. And we were both the same exact age, and it was just the greatest. And I felt like going into it, it was never going to be a job. It was always going to be. There was so much incentive for me to enjoy what I was doing. You know, it wasn't just work; it was friendship, and finding my purpose in life, and becoming an adult, and making a difference.
You were the best leader.
Yeah. Dylan, was there a moment in the show that for you realized that it was something special? One specific moment that you went, this is more than just a normal job?
For me?
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, for me, it was never a job. I mean, it was so far, especially from the beginning. You know, I was a kid out of high school
who had never acted before, and I just like, tried out auditioning and like got this part and met Tyler and just couldn't have been more excited to now go and experience this. And it was also new to me, and being on a set and working as an actor, it was, I was just winging it too. This show became my entire school, that I went to every day to learn what I was doing, to be on set and in front of a camera and learn about the whole process that I was in love with. But I mean, I was so. This show started that way, and then it always became home throughout. Even when I got another part or went and did something else in between on a hiatus, I just couldn't wait to come home. And couldn't wait to suit up as Styles again. I'd get all pumped, and I'd get so excited that I get to go back to Styles because I love him so much. And so
We couldn't wait either.
That was what?
We couldn't wait either. We were so excited when you'd come back.
I remember you guys, season 1, and I was talking to both of you, and I said, as the leads of this show, it's your responsibility. You are the host of the party. You set the tone on the set. And we all talk about family. We talk about all this, and they did. They set the tone. They made this set what it is. They created the atmosphere. They created the family. They created the joy. And thank you.
Yeah.
I know
Guys.
a lot of shows say this, but this show is true. Everybody up here really likes each other. Although, like when shows get to like the 6th, 7th season, they kind of all hate each other. They don't want to be in the same scene with each other anymore. But everybody here, and it makes me very proud of them too, is that they've all remained really good friends. And Melissa, you and I have talked about this before, which is when the show became special. I know the moments when it became special to me. What about you? That same question to you.
I think it was special along the way, but when you're reminiscing and you realize that you've never had a bad day on set, like really, when you really think about it, you've never had a bad day on set because everyone that worked on Teen Wolf cast and crew wanted to be there. And that when I look back on it, that's what I feel.